How's it going, YouTube? Dave here from signalwarrant.com. Today I'm going to talk about the PowerShell help, some commands that you can use to find specific help topics, and the various flavors of help. So the first thing I typically do on a machine that I'm on is make sure I have the latest updated help files from the website, Microsoft's website. So you can run this update-help. That'll update all the modules on your machine that are available to receive updatable help. So you can identify those modules by running this get module command and piping it to look for that help info URL. And this is what you can see. So you notice in my list, my Azure modules are not there. So if I run just get module list available to look at all the modules available on my machine, then I can kind of compare. So yep, my Azure module is still here, but it is not available to pull down updated help. So you'll have that situation with custom written modules by people other than Microsoft. So with your help, you can save the help to, say, a shared drive if you need to update the help on multiple machines and you don't want everybody going out to the website and pulling it down that way. You can download the help and save it to a file path. So on my computer I saved it to D drive save help, and this is kind of what it'll look like. A bunch of CAB files, a bunch of XML files. It doesn't really mean anything to you in this form. It's just good to know that you can save that help to an alternate location and not have to depend on having internet access. So let me clear my screen here. So there are a few different flavors or variations on the help for a particular commandlet. So you can run get help with a dash full parameter, and that'll give you pretty much everything with examples. As you can see here, this will give you information on each parameter, whether they are required or not, if they're positional parameters, and a little definition of what this parameter is going to do, and the syntax for this particular commandlet. So I'll kind of go on the syntax in another video. You can also do detailed. So you get the same examples. You get kind of a scaled down version of each parameter, and the syntax is basically the same. So you can also access just the examples if you want to look at just the code. And there are the code, or the code for the examples. So you can also do a get help commandlet name dash online. So this will take you directly to Microsoft's website for the help file for get child item. So you can do that with any commandlet. It'll take you right to the web and show you the latest and greatest. You can also pop this out into a window. So if I'm coding on the left side of my screen here, and I can quickly look at the help instead of going back and forth in the actual console. So this is kind of an interesting one here, the show command. So this is going to create a GUI. So for the get child item, this is what you're going to need to input to make this thing run. And here you can run it, you can copy the code and then paste it into the console. So it just gives you a little bit more of a GUI effect than typing it all out in the console. So similar to get command, I can search to get help with various search terms. So in this case, I want to get help for everything that begins with get and a dash. So this one may take a while because there's a lot of get commands. And there you go, it's bringing up all the get commands for all the modules I have installed on my machine. You can also use wildcard characters. So the star is the wildcard character, just like that we would use in get command. So these are all the commandlets that have a stop in the verb. Maybe you want to, instead of looking at the full version of the help, you have a question about a specific parameter. So in this case, I want to know what the filter parameter for the get child item commandlet has in the help file. And then there you go. So instead of looking through the whole full list of the help menu, you can easily find what you're looking for here. So the conceptual help files, these are a little more descriptive, written in a little clearer language, and not so code-based jargon, I guess. So these are all the available about help files on my machine. Yours may be a little different. So if I want to look at the workflow, the about help for workflow, I can run this get help, and then so it gives you some code in here with a little bit of an explanation, some usage of workflows, how do you get to a workflow, requirements as far as configuration goes, and then basically a what is a workflow type of written out little paragraph here. So you'll get that there are some, not everything has an about topic written for it. It's mostly just the core. Actually, I think it's all just the core commands for PowerShell. So maybe I want to print that out and take it with me on a road trip or whatever to read it at a later date. So I can pipe that to out file, and then it'll create a text file containing everything that was in it about workflow. So there's my command has executed. So now I can open this up in Notepad, and there's my workflow information. So incidentally, you notice I didn't put a path here. By default, PowerShell is going to save this workflow text document in whatever path that you're in here. So I'm in D drive save help, so that's where it saves this workflow text. So if you need a little bit more information about the about files, you can show them here, and I'll put a link in the description. So I appreciate you watching, and have a good day. Hey, thanks for stopping by and watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up down below and subscribe to the channel. You can contact me at the social media links listed there. And until the next time.